hear anything. Unless there's a little bit of movement or someone deciding that it's time for a sweet or something, because it's the simplest little thing, you know, if you're just about to deliver the cue, it's amazing. Now, how confident is Mark Selby feeling here?
6.
Because he can play for the black here.
Yeah, Dennis is suggesting whether he'll play it slow or not. We'll soon know. Yeah, decided he didn't fancy that, and he's been pretty fortunate with the kiss. Once he's kissed the red, he's not entitled to get on the blue.
Yeah, you felt it was more comfortable punching it in, playing around for the blue, and he's finished straight on it, so that kiss didn't spoil things for him.
$13.
Well, you can see he's got the perfect angle on the blue. Now, good play for the reds either side the black, but as we know, these top players these days tend to look for every opportunity to open them. This time I think he's just playing for the loose red, is he? Well, you don't know, he's queuing down on it. And there you can see once again trying to win the frame at one visit, and it's actually turned out no good, that.
18.
You can't believe only 2 reds came out of that bunch when he hit them like that.
Yeah, but he put the black safe also, so he had the worst possible outcome there. He's going to try and play a little thin one and get down behind the yellow here. Have to be very accurate to pull that off.
Thank you.
Well, he was still pretty good, but he was trying to get in behind the yellow.
Selby, 18.
Even though he didn't get the white in the desired place here, it's a very, very tough safety shot for Neil. You can see the red 2 away from the black on the right, but to try and swing that around the same 3 cushions that Mark just did from there is very tough. That's why he's looking at an alternative shot to play. He may be taking this pot on. If it's just off straight, he will be. Now then, where's that red going? Well, good pot from Selby. Gives him a second chance in this frame. That's the reason that Robertson's behind. At this standard, you've got to be above 90%. Robertson's not at the moment. Once again, Dennis, they're finding it hard to get into the ball. He hit that, what looked to be beautifully. That you'd expect that cue ball to move more than that.
Yeah, they're pretty evenly matched in the long pot success rate. Robertson just ahead, as you would expect. But the most important stat at the moment is the one that says 4-2 to Mark Selby.
Unlucky really, the red above the pink I think will pot, but if it had gone just past the jaw, it would have been perfect.
That was funny listening to the crowd. They were all going, oh, as the white come towards the pocket.
Just having a quick look at that stat you were just talking about, that the pot success for Robertson is 82%. He's already missed 12 balls. He's probably 55 out of 67 now. That's 12 balls. In the whole match against Mark Allen, he never missed 12 balls. And we've only played 6 frames here and he's already missed 12. So it just shows you every day is different, isn't it? Some days you feel great. And in the final 4 frames against Trump last night, he never missed a ball.
13.
Meanwhile, Mark's played a pretty poor positional shot, and I think he'll just try to get in behind the yellow off the blue here. This is where he finished no man's land. But yeah, I suppose Neil, he's got to be feeling a little bit tired, certainly mentally, after that fantastic match with Judd Trump. I mean, it does take a lot out of you. And of course, the century of centuries. So all that you've got to cope with and come back the next day.
Mark Selby, 13.
And of course, you come off a match where you're playing Judd Trump, who likes to attack and a quick player, and all of a sudden he's playing someone like Mark Selby, who's one of the best tactical players in the game. So it's a complete contrast for Neil Robertson here.
Yes, he's just got to make sure he doesn't lose his last 2 frames. He'd be reasonably pleased if he got out of this session 5-3. Obviously, he can still get out of it 4 each, but Mark Selby's certainly been the more aggressive player of the 2. So he'd already be thinking about just making sure he doesn't lose the session 6-2. Very, very good.
Foul and a miss.
Oh, you're kidding.
Mark Selby, 4.
That's amazing. But the referees have got to call a miss. That's the rule. But you look where he's come from here, and he's had to get so close to the blue, and he's finished. Wow. I mean, and they have to call that a miss. That's the guidelines.
Only because, of course, it's easy to hit the reds off one cushion. Neil Robertson's purposely playing the difficult escape just to make sure he gets safe as well. Whereas if he went off the left-hand side cushion into the 2 reds below the pink, Robertson would be a certainty to hit those, but of course it's too risky.
Look how close he's got to get to the blue to escape from this. And it's too narrow this time.
Foul and a miss.
So he might have to
Mark
try
Selby,
this
4.
a few times.
Does the red pass the black, Dennis? If it does, he might take it on, but decided not to look at it. Well, he may have missed a trick there, Selby, because the red that's on the back cushion does pot. I just wondered why I didn't take that chance.
Foul and a miss. Mark Selby, 4.
The only reason I can think that Mark wasn't attempting that, he's seen a few balls into that pocket, miss, you know, hit both sides. Now he was closer that time. He'd like to hit the red from behind, so somewhere along that line, and he'd be absolutely spot on. That'll do. He's going to nudge it, is he?
Foul and a
Now
miss.
Mark really
Mark
needs to
Selby,
look
4.
at this red. He doesn't even realise it pots. This is. Geez, may have missed a trick again. That's what I'm talking about, and nothing to do but just a slow shot to get on the black. But he maybe feels he can get enough penalty points off this one snooker. Now, he'll probably come round now and just knock the red in, which is exactly the same shot as before. Now, Dennis, near jaw, far jaw, what's the way to play it?
Well, just right in the middle of the pocket would. That's in. He's got another one to play.
And this is tricky. Very good. Very good. But like I said earlier, he had 2 chances of that before and probably didn't realise it potted.
8.
Well, he got a few penalty points there, and in the end, a couple of great shots, because we know those pockets are tight. He's 54 ahead, so he needs a few more pots than he normally would do because of the fouls.
9.
I mean, this is the best that Mark Selby's played all season, and saying that, when you consider he's got to 2 major finals, he hasn't scored as convincingly as doing tonight. And in the previous game against McManus, he's been struggling with break building. He now looks to be getting close to
16.
get back to his best.
He is a big occasion player, is Mark Selby. He loves it at the one table situation. Won the Masters on 3 occasions. So snooker's required, 24. And when this red disappears, that'll make certain of the frame.
25.
And now certain of having an overnight lead.
But will it be just 2 frames, or will it be 4? That's how important that last frame of the session is for Neil Robertson.
32.
More important now for Robertson to win the frame than Selby. It's a massive frame for Robertson.
Thank you. 33.
You can tell he's enjoying this, Mark
40.
Selby. He really is, even at the mid-session interval. They were 2 each, and he
41.
was backstage, and he was walking around and smiling and cracking a joke.
$47. 48. 55.
Yeah, he had a
56.
65 break in the opening frame, 54 in the second frame, which he lost. There's the cue power of Mark Selby. He had 133 break in frame 4.
63.
He's enjoying himself out there, that's for sure. And around the houses to get onto the brown.
68.
Have a look at this shot as well. He wants to pop
72.
the lot, but no, he won't get the blue. No, he won't get the blue, I told you. Little bit of exhibition stuff from Mark Selby. That was a super effort. That break of 72 extends his lead. He's now 5-2 in front. Well, he's popped out of the arena there, and we'll pick up the commentary when he comes back, and in the meantime you can just have a look there and enjoy what's been happening in this match so far.